My name's Bobbi Smith, and English is my first language, and I adore it. I love its rhythm and cadence, its precision and nuance. I love speaking it, I love writing it. And my passion for English is why I want to continue studying it. A second language that I want to start studying is Kwakwala. This is the language of the Kwakiutl peoples, the indigenous nation upon whose territory I live and work. When I get a job in this territory teaching, it's highly likely that I will be serving Kwakiutl students. So the more I understand about their language, the better able I will be to offer them respectful, appropriate, effective educational experiences. For me, this is a powerful motivator for studying this language. I think it's important for myself and my students to know about these two languages for different reasons. English is the language commonly used where we live. My students will benefit from enhancing their English skills as it gives them greater access to the people and the opportunities around them. They can choose to engage at increasingly sophisticated levels, generating more choice in their lives in terms of education, jobs, and relationships. As for Kwakwala, I think it's important for us to study this, as it is the language of the people whose territory we're settled on. I believe that as both I and my students become more familiar with the Kwakwala language, so will we position ourselves to be accountable to the Truth and Reconciliation Report's calls to action. As these calls to action were developed to progress us towards more equitable circumstances for First Nations peoples in Canada, I believe it is a moral and pedagogical responsibility for me to create opportunities for both myself and my students to study the Kwakwala language. Research shows that there's a link between language and cognition. Data from Stanford suggests that the language that we speak can actually influence the way our brains think and have a corresponding impact on how we behave. As the teacher, I need to both be aware of how my own language is biasing my interactions with students and sensitive to how students' languages may be directing their behavior in ways that are unfamiliar to me.